I be drinking out the handle when I even count them out. Robbing jeans, and they say where they ought to be. Nah, I mean, bro.
This guy makes me sad. The shape of his face. The guy in the pink shirt reminds me of in high school, kids who peaked early. Like they were the guys who were the most attractive to girls in around middle school, like before puberty. The guys who got like they kissed 5 girls. There's something about a pretty boy that is very sad to me, because you're not supposed to be attractive and popular when you're in your formative years. You're supposed to, as a man, you are supposed to be taught that you don't have innate value. You don't have value for good looks or for natural athleticism, things like that. You're supposed to realize how the world works, that it's a mean place, and that your value comes from what you create and what you make of yourself. That's the way that you're supposed to mature. And pretty boys and guys who are good looking early, and I mean early like before like 15, or very good looking before they're men, 25 or age 30 or whatever. There's something sad about that, because they're not necessarily headed to a future where that early experience matches up with their sense of self when they're fully developed. I know one guy he's 29 and he's still very good looking, but he was very, very good looking when he was in his late teens and throughout his 20s. And he has a sort of slender swimmer body, and he never applied himself. He never became anything. He never had the formative experiences and trials by fire and hard work that are required to call yourself a man. And so he's this person that I'm talking about. He's a very bitter person. He's a very confrontational guy, and it's because he knows that something is missing. But this guy in the pink shirt, it makes me sad to see this, because you can tell from that like puka chain or whatever the rope choker that he has on, that he had a really good time when he was like 15. He doesn't know what he's got. His haircut. He's got this like poof of hair right here, and he's rapping, which is the most confused.
16 felonies gone.
Obviously, he doesn't sound like that, because if he sounded like that, his parents would have taken him to speech therapy. So he doesn't have the self-confidence to rap in a way that he thinks sounds cool. So he's doing this like halfway joke rap and talking like he's having a stroke.